Glad to have you with us from Downey-Ficklin Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Memphis Tigers and the ECU Pirates. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the East Carolina head coach before the game, he told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week or
Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So East Carolina's offense will get first crack at it today. And we get our first look today at Emory Williams. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Motion from the wideout. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sees an alley. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. Might as well run him again. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throwing, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Williams looking for a man. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
3rd down following the sack by the D. Williams fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Solomon. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's West. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Solomon. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Pirates will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Walden. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Look out! Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in at the 40. Taken down right away. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Williams. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Williams will pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Pirates line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Out wide left, it's Simmons. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
You know, I think that's probably a play they'd like to have back. 3rd and inches. Maybe just run the football and go get it that way, get a new fresh set of downs. But give the defense credit, David. They were aggressive, and they got the sack.
Well, and the defense was expecting run. That's why you blitz all those bodies, but you got to do a better job. If you're going to take a shot, because you know you got 4th down coming, protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright, give him some time. He might have had a play down the field, but the pressure got there way too quick.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Here's Williams to throw. Right side, it's Hamilton. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Play action with Williams. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Selling the fake. Here comes the heat. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, ECU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have an unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. From the gun, it's Walden. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Memphis picking up the tempo. Off play action. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Play fake, Williams. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Tight end now in motion. Just a little off. Incomplete. Long way to go on second down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Pirates will punt this one away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Straight ahead, it's Walden. All over him immediately. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. To the air, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Bradford. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The fake wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Pulls it. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Breaks into the open. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands, and you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
How about this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. Tough run here. It's West. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Moving the pocket, it's Lindsey. Hauls it in.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Rush right in his face. Got his man to the left. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Walden. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Stop right there. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He's got it. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Hits inside, it's West. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Williams fires to the middle. He's got an open man, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Rush is on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Motion from the wide receiver. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Pirates send out the punt unit.
Number 48 on to kick it away.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. To the air, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Dorsey. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Hatcher. Runs through the tackle. Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Williams fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Hamilton. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Memphis calling for a timeout, their 1st of 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Williams on the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Out wide right, it's Sowell. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Right side, it's Johnson. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Turns it upfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now Memphis will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And they can't make the connection. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, and time is running short. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's West. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 20 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Bulldogs with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12. Now over to your game inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
And the Pirates will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Option look. It's Lindsey. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. On play action. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. In the red area, it's Walden. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He caught it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down. The option, he'll keep it. Might have misread that one. Would have been better off to leave it with the back. Instead, he'll give up the safety.
This defense smothered them on that play, getting the safety. They knew they were going to see option. They had great assignment. Football took everybody away. They didn't give the quarterback an opportunity to even pitch it. They swarmed him, tackled him in the end zone.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. Hold and finds his man on the left. Fakes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Memphis picking up the tempo.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blocker's out front.
Turns on the Jets. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. Makes a grab and room to run. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Snags it quickly on the left. Taken down. And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Here's Williams to throw. In traffic, it's Solomon. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Third down from the gun, Williams. Complete to the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Pirates with the 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's West. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got him on the RPO. Turning it on. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Follows his blocks. It's West. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Run in the red zone. It's West. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Trying to squeak through the pile. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pirates.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. Knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done. And he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quick give. It's Walden. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Sells to fake. Got a man. It's Johnson. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Memphis will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to make one miss. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Play action with Williams. Finds the tight end. Picks up the 1st down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. 2nd and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Williams. They're all over him. Got it! Touchdown, East Carolina! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to slam it in. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walden. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll run him again. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spot.
Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Uh-oh, look out. He's got the first down. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. They'll move the wide receiver. Play fake, Williams. In the backfield, it's West. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. The run inside, it's West. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Solomon. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense
unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Handoff to the lone back. Sweet cut there. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Williams on the play fake. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Keeps it on the option. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, ECU! All that baby in and then strolled over the end zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Bradford. On the stop. Memphis picking up the tempo. Sets his feet, it's Lindsey. Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Walden. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Walden. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Churns into the pile. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But
going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking for open space. It's Walden. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. They'll try to get it through the air. Look out! Finds his target. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He'll do it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Memphis.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Williams. Under pressure. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. Reels it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today, searching for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Burrowing for yardage. Got enough for the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Right at the line. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Fires quickly.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And he got it! And how about this? All tied up in the waning moments, guys.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT? Or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Play action with Williams. Out wide right, it's Solomon. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. They'll send the tight end in motion. Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. And he gets rid of it. And the Pirates decide to punt it away.
Number 48 on to punt it away.
Pulls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Fresh set of downs going to the air. unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete in the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. There's some daylight. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in. Puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
Here's Williams to throw. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score